Welcome back to Clean Tech Talk. Today on our deep dive, we are on a mission to understand why portable dry ice blasting is just, well, completely taking over industrial cleaning.
Yeah, and auto detailing, too.
Right, auto detailing. I mean, imagine cleaning a grease-caked engine bay perfectly in minutes with no water, no toxic chemicals, and you don't even take a single part out of the car.
It sounds like magic, but uh, there's a massive shift happening right now. The data shows the dry ice cleaning market is surging. It's growing at over an 8.5% CAGR.
Wow, 8.5, that's huge.
Exactly. And it's almost entirely driven by, strict environmental rules clamping down on chemical solvents. Plus, businesses just refuse to accept downtime. I mean, you can't stop a whole assembly line just to scrub it down.
No, definitely not. And industrial cleaning, well, it used to mean these massive permanent setups. Think of like piping everywhere, toxic runoff, gear that literally looks like a room-sized mainframe computer.
Oh, for sure. The old mainframe days.
Yeah. But now we're looking at the laptop era. You've got these nimble, compact machines that just plug straight into a standard 110-volt outlet. You wheel the solution right to the problem.
Right. And the reason you can easily wheel them around, that comes down to a major materials breakthrough. Fixed systems rely on heavy metal housings, which, as you know, eventually corrode.
Oh, yeah, the rest is just a nightmare.
Exactly. But these new units use hard plastic rotomolded housings. So they're molded into a single seamless piece. That makes them completely rust-proof, highly impact-resistant, and, well, light enough to just toss in the back of a van.
Which makes them perfect for, highly specific, delicate jobs like high-end auto detailing.
It really is a detailer's dream.
Yeah.
Normally, if you're cleaning an engine, you're terrified of water shorting out a sensor, right? Or harsh degreasers eating away at rubber seals.
Oh, definitely. One wrong spray and you've ruined a $500 sensor.
Exactly. But dry ice blasting uses frozen CO2 pellets that sublimate, meaning they hit the surface and instantly turn from a solid into a gas. It literally lifts the dirt off and just vanishes.
So there's zero moisture.
Zero moisture, zero surface damage, and absolutely no residue left behind.
Okay, I've got to play devil's advocate and push back on this perfect setup, though, because if you're accelerating frozen pellets at incredibly high speeds, doesn't that mean the air compressor is actually the biggest hidden bottleneck?
You hit the nail on the head. That is the dirty secret of dry ice blasting, for sure. You can buy the most advanced blaster on the market, but if you hook it up to a weak compressor, you're dead in the water.
So what kind of specs are we actually talking about here?
You need some very specific parameters, at least a 10-horsepower motor and a 150-gallon tank.
Wow. Okay, so that's not a small piece of equipment.
No, it's not. And most importantly, you need to push 71 to 141 cubic feet per minute of air continuously. Because if you ignore the duty cycle, meaning your compressor has to shut off and rest every 5 minutes, so it doesn't overheat, your fast cleaning job just grinds to a halt.
Right, an agonizing halt. So, assuming you actually have the garage space and the power for that beast of a compressor, let's talk economics. Because the cost chasm in the blaster market itself is just wild.
It really is. I mean, legacy brands like Kärcher and Coldjet, they're charging anywhere from $8,000 to $20,000.
Which is massive overkill for a medium-duty user, right, or an auto detailer.
Total overkill. You're paying for heavy industrial steel frames and complex automation interfaces that you simply don't need. That's why models like the Aelith A30 are really turning heads.
Yeah, that one comes in at, what, $3,099?
Yeah, actually, $3,099. But it competes heavily on the practical specs.
Right, it's not just a cheap knockoff. I mean, instead of constantly stopping to refill your dry ice, the Aelith has this massive 44-pound hopper, which is about 20 kilos, right?
Yep, 20 kilos, so you can finish a whole car in one continuous go.
That's huge. Plus, legacy brands love to nickel and dime you for every specific nozzle, whether you need a microblast for a tight crevice or a wide fan for a hood. But the A30 just includes all 5 standard nozzles right in the box.
And for your wallet, that efficiency really adds up. Industry data shows a 50 to 70% reduction in cleaning time using this method.
Wait, 50 to 70%? That's cutting your labor in half, at least.
At least. Combine that massive labor savings with the lower entry price, and small shops are looking at a complete return on investment in just 12 to 18 months.
That is incredibly fast for shop equipment.
It is. Which leaves you with an interesting question to ponder, actually. As portable dry ice tech becomes this affordable and completely replaces the need for toxic chemical solvents, how long until local governments step in?
Oh, interesting. Like making it mandatory.
Exactly. Are we looking at a near future where environmental compliance standards simply mandate this exact chemical-free approach for all small auto shops?
The fascinating thought. The days of the messy, toxic industrial mainframe are numbered, and the nimble laptop era of cleaning is truly here. And as a special thank you to our listeners, you can now enjoy 10% off your next purchase at Aelith. Just use the promo code ALITH2026 at checkout. That's AIOLITH 2026. Don't miss out.